Imagine walking into a car dealership and finding rows upon rows of shiny new vehicles collecting dust. Sounds crazy, right?
Right.
Well, buckle up because that's exactly what's happening right now. Ever wonder why some car models sit on dealer lots for nearly a year while others fly off in days? Today, we're diving deep into the automotive world's biggest mystery of 2025, the cars that just won't sell.
Oh.
But before we get into the nitty-gritty, let me hit you with a mind-blowing fact. Some of these cars are taking longer to sell than it takes a sloth to climb a tree. And trust me, sloths aren't known for their speed. Have you ever wondered why even luxury brands with their fancy features and premium badges are struggling to find homes? Or why electric vehicles, despite all the hype, might be gathering more dust than miles? Picture this. You're looking at a Lincoln Navigator, a vehicle that costs as much as a small house in some states, $105,000 to be exact. You'd think with a price tag like that, it would be the cream of the crop, right? But here's the kicker. These massive luxury boats are sitting on dealer lots for a whopping 262 days. That's like waiting for Christmas twice. Why would anyone pass up on leather so soft it feels like sitting on clouds and a dashboard that looks like it belongs in a spaceship?
Wow.
Well, here's the real tea. When your car drinks gas like a college freshman at their first party, we're talking 16 mpg here, folks, people start having second thoughts. And let's be honest, in a world where your smartphone probably has more computing power than some space shuttles, is a fancy dashboard really worth six figures? Remember when bigger meant better? Those days might be as gone as frosted tips and flip phones. What do you think? Are massive luxury SUVs becoming the dinosaurs of our time?
It worked!
Hold on to your charging cables because the Hyundai Ioniq 6 story is about to shock you, pun absolutely intended. At $46,000, this electric sedan was supposed to be the car of the future. Instead, it's becoming the car that time forgot, with a painful 263-day average stay on dealer lots. Now, I know what you're thinking, but electric cars are the future, and you're not wrong. But here's the thing, when your car of the future can only travel 141 miles on a charge, it's kind of like having a smartphone that dies before lunch. In a world where Tesla has convinced everyone that EVs should go 300 plus miles, anything less feels like bringing a knife to a gunfight. And let's talk about that design. It's like someone tried to draw a water droplet from memory while riding a roller coaster. Is it bold? Absolutely. Is it beautiful? Well, that depends on whether you think different automatically means better.
I know.
What's your take? Does unique design trump practicality in your book? Oh, Land Rover Discovery Sport. How the mighty have fallen. For $55,000, you'd expect reliability that matches the price tag.
Oh wait, no.
Yes.
No!
Instead, you get a reliability score that makes a chocolate teapot look practical. 30 out of 100, that's not a score, that's a cry for help. With fuel efficiency that makes a Hummer blush, 19 mpg, this supposed luxury SUV is spending an average of 269 days making friends with pigeons on dealer lots. Remember when the Land Rover badge meant indestructible adventure machines? Now it seems the only adventure is trying to make it to the grocery store without a check engine light coming on. Here's a brain teaser for you. If a Land Rover Discovery Sport and a regular SUV both start a 100-mile journey, which one makes it to the destination first? Trick question. The regular SUV makes it, while the Discovery Sport is still at the dealership waiting for someone brave enough to buy it. Enter the Audi Q8, the $85,000 answer to a question nobody asked. Imagine paying luxury house money for a car that's essentially a Q7 wearing a fancy hat. With 270 days average time on dealer lots, it seems buyers are saying Q-rate instead of Q8.
What?
Sorry, not sorry for that dad joke. Here's the real head scratcher. Why would anyone pay more for less space? It's like buying a smartphone that's bigger but has a smaller screen. The Q8 is proof that sometimes trying to be too cool for school leaves you sitting alone in the cafeteria.
So sad.
Speaking of sitting alone, what makes someone choose style over substance in a vehicle? Is the coupe-like design worth sacrificing practicality and paying a premium? Let's get real for a minute. We've talked about these struggling models, but what's really going on in buyers' minds? It's like watching a dating show where some contestants get all the roses while others, well, they're still waiting for their first date after 300 plus days. Think about it. When was the last time you walked into a store and thought, wow, I really want to pay more for less? Never, right? That's exactly what's happening with some of these models. It's as if car manufacturers forgot the first rule of retail therapy: make people feel good about spending their money. Here's a wild thought. Maybe it's not just about the cars themselves. Maybe we're witnessing a massive shift in how people think about transportation altogether. When your smartphone can order groceries, schedule your life, and even let you work from anywhere. Does it matter if your car has a panoramic dashboard? Looking at you, Navigator. And let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say the electric elephant. With charging stations popping up like mushrooms after rain, you'd think any EV would sell faster than concert tickets. But nope. Turns out buyers are getting pickier than a toddler at a vegetable buffet.
Clark, this is all you can eat. We only need one plate.
Oh, yeah, okay.
As we wrap up this journey through the automotive equivalent of the island of misfit toys, one thing becomes crystal clear. The car market is changing faster than a teenager's social media status. With models taking up to 350 days to sell, we're seeing a shift in what people value in their vehicles. But here's the million-dollar question, or in the case of some of these cars, the $100,000 question.
I'm not answering that question.
Are these struggles a sign of bigger changes to come in the auto industry? Will manufacturers learn from these expensive lessons, or are we watching the beginning of a bigger transformation in how we think about cars? Remember, today's dust collector might be tomorrow's classic, but for now, these 8 models are teaching us all an expensive lesson about what happens when automakers lose touch with what buyers really want. What do you think the future holds for these struggling models? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you're in the market for a new car, maybe use this video as a guide for what to—
Shut up. Just be quiet.
well, maybe not buy, unless you really like being different. No judgment here, okay? Maybe a little judgment. Just when you thought we were done, here's something that'll really bake your noodle. What if these struggling models are actually showing us the future? Not because they're ahead of their time, but because they're teaching us what not to do. Think about it like this. Remember when everyone thought 3D TVs would be the next big thing? Spoiler alert, they weren't. Sometimes what looks like a failure is actually a valuable lesson in disguise. These cars might be teaching us that. 1. Efficiency matters more than ever. Sorry, gas guzzlers. 2. Value isn't about the price tag, it's about what you get for your money. 3. Sometimes simpler is better. I'm looking at you, overcomplicated dashboards. Here's the really interesting part. While these models struggle, other manufacturers are taking notes faster than a college student before finals. They're learning that buyers in 2025 want something different, something that balances technology, efficiency, and good old-fashioned value.
Oh my God!
So, what's next? Will we see more affordable electric vehicles with better range? Will luxury brands finally realize that reliability matters more than leather-wrapped cup holders? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. The car market is changing faster than a Formula One pit stop. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with the latest car market drama. Trust me, with the way things are going, there's plenty more where this came from.